Do you know that Shambhala is the place where the immortal Ashwatthama is still alive? How do people here live for 4,000 years? And what is the secret of the Chintamani stone? Why did German dictator Hitler want to find it at any cost? And why will the 10th incarnation of Lord Vishnu be born in tomorrow's Shambhala? How did the people of Shambhala know how to use amazing techniques like time travel and telepathy? This question has been baffling mankind for centuries. You will find the answers to all these questions and other stories related to the unsolved mysteries of Shambhala in this documentary. So let's unveil these mysteries and find out whether the knowledge and powers of Shambhala still exist. In the year 2013, a team of researchers reached Tibet, where they started investigating the history and archaeological remains. During this, their attention was drawn to a forgotten empire known as Guge Kingdom. This empire was home to about 1 lakh people. But what happened overnight that these 1 lakh people disappeared without leaving any trace, as if they were never there? For science, this incident has been a puzzle for centuries, but some stories link this mysterious incident to aliens. This empire was settled during the 13th century in a snow-covered barren place where no one expected to survive. But time passed, and by the 15th century, this place was filled with wealth and prosperity. In a kingdom where there should not have been even 10,000 people, 1 lakh people were living happily. When the emperors of other empires asked the king of Guge how he built such a wonderful and prosperous empire, the people of Guge Empire always gave the credit to Shambhala city. I had to say that whatever we are is because of the people of Shambhala city. This is the same city which is the abode of gods in Hinduism and Buddhism. But in 1673, the king of Ladakh attacked this empire. In the morning, when he ordered his army to attack, he saw a strange sight. The entire city was empty. Where did 1 lakh people suddenly disappear? This question remains a mystery. The soldiers' attention went to the tunnels present inside the palace, which were spread about 1 to 2 kilometers inside the earth. There were many signs of movement near the caves, which made it clear that a lot of activities had taken place there recently. These tunnels had been broken, or we can say that they were broken intentionally. Even then, attempts were made to go inside, but no one found anything. Finally, their search took them to the tunnels which went towards Mount Kailash, which is the abode of Lord Shiva. And the entrance of Shambhala remains the center of science and mystery till date. Before moving forward, I have a small request to you. We spend a lot of time and effort in making this video so that you get to see the best documentary. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. Your one subscription will inspire us to create even better content. Hidden among the snowy and inaccessible peaks of the Himalayas is a mysterious place which has remained a center of attraction for explorers, seekers, and mysticism for centuries. The name of this place is Shambhala, a mythological city which is the center of knowledge, peace, and advanced civilization. This mysterious place is also known as Gyanganj Siddh Ashram or Shangri-La. But finding it is not at all easy. Modern technologies, mapping and navigation systems are also the mystery has not been solved till date. All the immortals mentioned in our epics, like Hanuman and Ashwatthama, are said to live in Shambhala even today. The inhabitants of Shambhala have extraordinary intelligence and state-of-the-art technology. They can time travel, teleport, and even can contact aliens. The main thing is that Shambhala is multi-dimensional state, which requires multi-dimensional consciousness to reach. Something that can be discovered in the spiritual environment of the Himalayas. Shambhala is mentioned in ancient religious texts, from the Kala Chakra Tantra of Tibetan Buddhism to the Puranas of Hinduism. This place is not only a sacred heritage but also a spiritual ideal. It is said that reaching Shambhala is not easy. This mysterious city opens only to those whose hearts are pure and whose spiritual consciousness is at the highest level. This city is mentioned in many ancient texts, including Tibetan Buddhism and Hinduism. It is said that the people here are immortal and life beyond death is possible. It is mentioned in the Kalachakra Tantra and Jamjum culture of Tibetan Buddhism. It is believed that the incarnation of Kal will be born in Shambhala, who will end the Kali Yuga and re-establish Dharma. In Sanskrit, Shamba means a place of peace, and this is the origin of the name of this city. An ancient holy book of Tibet has a map which shows many ancient cities like Persia, Babylon, Judea, etc. This is the same place which is also called the birthplace of the Buddhist sect of Tibet. Even in the 7th century, Shambhala was shown on a map in the ancient Buddhist text of Tibet, which is believed to be about 2,000 years old. Friends, in the next chapter, we will talk about Shambhala. We will talk about the religious origin of the four. We will know which religion and which Shambhala is mentioned in ancient texts, and what is the religious and spiritual belief of this mysterious city. Shambhala, described in the epics, is a wonderful empire in which many secrets related to Kalachakra Mandal, pyramid, and Ayurveda are hidden. It is said that the first king of Shambhala, Suchandra, built a 9-story crystal mountain which is famous for its unique structure and power. The residents here are completely perfect, physically and mentally, and this city is a symbol of a place where knowledge, science, and spirituality meet. First, let us know what Buddhism says about Shambhala. Shambhala has a special religious and spiritual importance in Tibetan Buddhism. It is considered a divine city, which is a symbol of spiritual peace, compassion, and knowledge. It is one of the most important texts of Buddhism. It is mentioned in detail in the Kalachakra Tantra. The Kalachakra Tantra is a very important text of Tibetan Buddhism, which focuses on various dimensions of time, universe, and human consciousness. In this text, Shambhala has been described as a holy city where a great civilization resides. It has been prophesied that when ignorance, violence, and unrighteousness prevail in the world, then the last king of Shambhala will appear. This king will be known as Rudra Chakran. When the world will be immersed in darkness and religion will decline, then this king will appear and destroy unrighteousness and re-establish religion. Along with this, a special ritual in Tibetan Buddhism, Kalachakra initiation, is also associated with Shambhala. During this initiation, seekers are made aware of the concept of Shambhala and its spiritual power. Kalachakra Tantra is the basis of the deep tantric principles of Buddhism. Now know what is mentioned about Shambhala in Hinduism. Shambhala has deep religious and spiritual importance in Hinduism. It is considered a holy city where the last incarnation of Lord Vishnu will appear. In Srimad Bhagavad Purana, Vishnu Purana, Mahabharata, Matsya Purana, and Kalki Purana, there is mention of the appearance of Kalka, the 10th incarnation of Lord Vishnu, the protector of the world. It is believed that the Kalka avatar will be born in Shambhala, and he will end the evils by killing the demon Kali, which will lead to the beginning of Satya Yuga or Kalka Yuga. According to religious texts, the duration of Kali Yuga is 32,000 years, and its first phase is going on. When the last phase of Kali Yuga comes, then Lord Vishnu will take the incarnation of Kalka. He has been depicted as a horse-riding warrior with a shining sword in his hand. It is believed that at the time of Sri Krishna's birth, this prophecy was indicated, and the birth of Kal's avatar will take place on the 21st fortnight of Sri Krishna's birth, or on the Ashtami of the Krishna Paksha in the month of Margashirsha. Now let us know what has been said about Shambhala and Kal's avatar in Srimad Bhagavad Purana. The 25th verse of the 3rd chapter of the first part of Srimad Bhagavad Purana says that, Athso, Yugsadya Dashu Prayashraj Sudha Vishnu Yasho Namana Kalkar Jagatpati. This means that at the junction of two yugs, when the rulers of the earth will become degraded and robbers, then the Lord of the universe, Lord Vishnu, will take the Kal avatar, and Vishnu will become the son of Yash. And the 18th verse of the 2nd chapter of the 12th part of Srimad Bhagavad Purana proves that Lord Kalki will be born in Shambhala. Shambhala Gram Mukhya Shya Brahman Shya Mahatma. Bhavanish Yashas Kalki Pradharvabhav Shati was born in the house of the most respected Brahmin, great soul, Vishnu Yashavla. So friends, this was the secret of the mention of Lord Kalki and Shambhala in Srimad Bhagavad Purana. This is proof of the fact that Shambhala city really exists. If you want to see an in-depth documentary on the mysteries of Lord Kalki's incarnation, then please tell us by commenting. Your feedback is very important for us. In the next chapter, we will know how far people from all over the world tried to find Shambhala and what were its results. Was this mysterious city really found? Or did it just remain a part of imagination? Know the exciting story of this amazing journey in the next chapter. Many daring journeys and research were done in history to find Shambhala, but none of these searches were completely successful. Although some explorers claimed to have seen mystical glimpses of Shambhala, these expeditions included difficult journeys through the rugged peaks of the Himalayas and winding paths in the unknown valleys of Tibet. Nicholas Roerich was a famous Russian painter, writer, archaeologist, and mystic who led an extensive and daring expedition to find Shambhala in the 1920s. His journey and his experiences brought to light the mystery of Shambhala and its religious and spiritual significance. Nicholas Roerich wanted to find the peak which is considered as a divine and sacred place in various religions. He traveled to the deep and inaccessible areas of Tibet, which lies across the Himalayas. This expedition was through the difficult and mysterious valleys and mountains of Tibet. Nicholas Roerich, Roy Choti. This is a reality that is hidden far deeper than us. When I go to the inaccessible mountains of Tibet as I was passing through the valleys and the heights of the Himalayas, I realize that the mystery of this city is not only in physical form, but it is a spiritual path. The day of August 5, 1927, when I saw an oval-shaped object flying in the sky, was a moment in my life that dispelled all my doubts. I felt I was seeing a glimpse of Shambhala. Shambhala is not easy to find. It opens only to those whose hearts are pure and whose consciousness has evolved spiritually. This city is a symbol of knowledge, peace, and an advanced civilization which will guide humanity in times to come. Nicholas Roy Choti. In this book, In Search of the New Era, Ryer has described in detail his search for Shambhala, and the other is a travel diary in Altai Himalayas. Nicholas Roy Choti. The divine wish-fulfilling place in Hinduism and Buddhism. It is considered a gem and is said to be a symbol of immense powers and spiritual awareness. Nicholas Roy believed that this stone could play an important role in revealing the secrets of Shambhala. He experienced many mysterious incidents in his journey and wrote that the Chintamani stone is full of extraordinary powers which can help in the development of humanity. Now let us talk about a mysterious lake which is full of human skeletons. Rupkund Lake, located in Chamoli district of Uttarakhand, is also called the Lake of Skeletons. It is situated at an altitude of 160,500 feet above sea level. In this lake, instead of fishes and animals, human skeletons are found scattered. This lake is about 65 kilometers away from the border of Tibet and presents an attractive but scary sight for tourists. More than 800 human skeletons have been lying in Rupkund Lake for decades. Scientists have been trying to understand for a long time what disaster these people fell prey to. DNA sampling done in 2019 revealed that all these people were not killed at the same time, but at different times during the period of about 1,000 years. The skull bones of some skeletons were broken, which raises the question whether they were murdered. Recent DNA testing also revealed that these also include the remains of some South Asian, Chinese, and Korean people. It is even more surprising how these people reached there. According to some beliefs, it is believed that if humans are the protectors of Shambhala, and the mysterious Shambhala city is near Mount Kailash, then it is possible that Yeti humans caught these pilgrims and killed them and threw them in Rupkund Lake. Are these skeletons related to them? These are the stories of pilgrims who came in search of Shambhala and became prey to the Yeti. Although no concrete proof of the existence of the Yeti has been found yet, many people in Tibet have claimed to have seen it. Now, let us know what another Russian philosopher has researched about Shambhala. Helena Blavatsky was a famous Russian mystic philosopher and co-founder of the Theosophical Society. She explored many ancient religions, philosophical traditions, and mystical knowledge in her lifetime. Her exploration and research on Shambhala hold an important place in the Theosophical principles, and it is deeply connected to a mystical and spiritual point of view. Helena Blavatsky, while describing her experiences, says that Shambhala is not an ordinary place. It is a spiritual utopia where higher souls reside. This city guides us invisibly and is revealed only to them. The Secret Doctrine is Blavatsky's most famous and profound work in which he dealt with and discussed secret spiritual teachings. In this book, he presented Shambhala as a divine city from where humanity receives higher knowledge and guidance. He also mentioned the Mahatmas of Shambhala who secretly help humanity. In the late 1930s, a search began which deepened the mystery of Shambhala. This time, the search was not by any ordinary person or explorer, but by Hitler's. Nazi mysticism and ancient civilizations were of great interest to Hitler and his associates, especially the SS chief Heinrich Himmler, who believed that Shambhala is a source of spiritual knowledge and powers, that ancient techniques and psychic powers are hidden in mythical places like Shambhala and Agar. The Nazis believed that these techniques could help them dominate the world. In 1938, the Nazi regime launched an expedition to Tibet, led by Art Schaefer. Officially, the purpose of this expedition was to study the geography, culture, and vegetation of Tibet. But there was a deeper and secret purpose behind it, the discovery of Shambhala. Nazi scientists and officers believed that the divine power and ancient techniques hidden in Shambhala could make them a superpower. But the end of this expedition remains a mystery. Hitler's Nazi army was never able to reach Shambhala, and many of their missions failed. Despite this expedition took the mystery of Shambhala even deeper. Some believe that the Nazis obtained secret information about Shambhala which they hid from the world. So, is Shambhala a real place, or is it just a divine and spiritual symbol? These expeditions raised more questions than they answered. But one thing is certain, the mystery of Shambhala is still unsolved and probably will always remain so. In the next chapter, we are going to know what kind of advanced technology the people of Shambhala civilization used, how they lived for a long time, and how they contacted aliens. This advanced civilization of Shambhala is full of countless mysteries, and we are going to shed light on all of them. This civilization is very ancient and spiritually aware. Unaware had such technologies which are mentioned in ancient texts and stories. These techniques and powers can be considered more advanced than today's science and technology. The basis of Shambhala's most prominent and mysterious technology was the Chintamani stone. This stone was the source of cosmic energy, and in Tibetan and Hindu texts it is called the wish-fulfilling stone. It is believed that this stone provided mental and spiritual power to the residents of Shambhala. The people of Shambhala could move objects with mental energy through telepathy and telekinesis. The technical progress of Shambhala is mentioned in ancient texts. They had advanced flying technology like aircraft, which some people consider as UFOs or vehicles given by aliens so that they could travel outside the earth. It is also said in Tibetan texts that the people of Shambhala could travel to other planets in the universe, and they had such technology that allowed them to travel to other planets. The most mysterious thing was their Amrita. It is said that the people of Shambhala could live for thousands of years. Their advanced medical system and yoga techniques gave them the ability to stop the aging process. Regarding the immortality of yogis in Shambhala, science argues that after a certain age, a living being dies. But if new cells are constantly formed in the body and the organs can be kept healthy for a long time, then a person can also live for more than 1,000 years. Not only science, but Ayurveda also says something similar. The people living in Shambhala were proficient in yoga, and with the help of this, they could control their emotions, whereas a common man cannot do so. Shambhala's civilization and its techniques are still a mystery, whether it is mental powers or the power of the Chintamani stone. Flying vehicle or unknown energy source. Shambhala's advanced technology and knowledge is beyond our modern science. It is believed that the people of Shambhala use these powers to communicate with aliens. In the next and last chapter, we are going to know where Shambhala could be located. After investigation and research, we will reveal the possible locations of Shambhala city. Is this ancient city hidden in the inaccessible valleys of the Himalayas or somewhere else? And in ancient texts, the geography of the empire of Shambhala has been described as a huge lotus flower which has 8 petals. This empire is surrounded by 8 snow-capped mountains, and beautiful hills are spread between the petals. The Shambhala River flows between these hills, which gives life to this divine city. Situated above the petals is the capital of Kapil, where many palaces have been built. The palaces are made of precious metals and gems like gold, silver, emeralds, sapphires, rubies, and pearls. Over the past centuries, the kingdom of Shambhala has been linked to various places. Expeditions were conducted to the places mentioned in the scriptures, and many people went out in search of Shambhala, but its exact location has not been found yet. According to Tibetan beliefs, the geographical location of Shambhala is hidden in the deep inaccessible areas of the Himalayas. Many scholars believe that this holy place is located to the west of Mount Kailash, which itself is known as a mysterious and sacred place. It is believed that the geographical location of Shambhala is so secure and hidden that it can only be found by those who have spiritual awareness and pure heart. Although many controversies in the Orries have emerged regarding its physical location, the mystery of Shambhala's geography still remains. This mystery is unsolved. Perhaps it will always inspire you to discover the unknown world beyond our limits. So friends, this was the mystery of Shambhala Nagari. How did you like this documentary? Do let us know by liking and commenting, because your views are very important to us. And if you want to get more such information, then subscribe to the channel and do not forget to press the bell icon. See you with another new documentary. Till then, thanks for that. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.